But why were you hesitant to start your company and your business and all that great stuff when your mentors told you to?
Oh, that's a good question, Nikki. That's because we can get good advice from people, but until we see it, we won't listen. And that's actually one of my biggest things. Somebody asked me, what's one thing you wish to learn? I said, I wish I would have listened earlier. So for me, I didn't want to just have a food page because I wanted to be faith, fashion, food, and finance. And I forgot the other F. It was going to be called the 5 F's. I don't even remember the other one. And I was going to do food on one day, something faith on one day, fashion on one day, finance on the other day, and flights. Flights was for travel, then something else about travel. And my mentor said, you just need to do food. If you really like, which one you care about the most? I was like, I love eating because I legit love food. I worked in the restaurant industry for 6 years, from 16 to 22. I started cooking. I was like 8, had advanced food class, and I was like 15. I was like, I just love food. He was like, just post food because you're forcing your followers to get all of this stuff over the pace. And then he hit me with the numbers. He said, how can you truly track your success if you're not just going to do one thing? I challenge you to do it. And I was like, no. I still said no. And that's really what it was. It was me being stubborn. It was me thinking I knew it all. And it was me figuring out that I didn't really need to listen to you, even though you have 4 companies, you know, even though some of your companies have 7-figure budgets. But I don't want to listen to you because I'm a millennial and I think I know it all. So I'm just not going to listen to you and I'm going to just rely on my own ego. And I actually called him the other day and said, remember when I didn't even want to start this? So that's the real reason. I wanted to force my followers to like different things. But he said, I challenge you to measure your success from the ground up. Start from the beginning. And I was like, ooh. But it's fearful too, right? Because you don't really know what it's like. Honestly, Nikki, my goal was to only have 100 followers at the end of the year. That was my goal. And then he said, what was success to you? He said, if you know success, then you know what to aim for. I was like, 10,000 followers, eating for free. That's what success is like. And I hit that in 10 months. So, like, it's literally, Nikki, because I felt like I could do it my way. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people coming out now. How in the world am I going to reject Nicky and Moose's wisdom when y'all have been doing this for years? And here I'm going to come feel like just because I'm smart or educated that I think I know what I'm doing. And that was my problem was.
Help me.
A lot of gems, Jay.
Me.
Yeah, there's a lot of gems.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
That's a lot of gems.
I had another one. I don't want to hog it. Go, Moose.
Yeah, no, tell us, and I want you to break down that part, right? Because I think what's unique about the story is that you notice the gap, right? You're like, okay, hold up. Why aren't the blogs reposting my stuff? And then number 2, there is no Black people here, right? Like that's a gap where most people would probably feel like, oh man, like I stick out like a sore thumb, or maybe I don't belong here. Let me go where I will fit in. For you, that kind of encouraged you, and you actually talk about just that insight, because I do feel like that's definitely one of the key ingredients, and we're going to talk, food is like one of the key ingredients that, determine success. Talk to us just about that insight and how you were able to see that and not allow it to push you out, but actually force you to go a little bit harder, in doing it.
Yeah, sure, Moose. Honestly, man, you know what I was thinking about, Moose? I was like, man, all I see is white hands. Now, I could have looked at it, and be like, I'm good. I'm going to just chill. But for me, I said, you know what? I'm going to create something that every single person on this earth, no matter who they are, can sit at the table and create a pair of legs that will raise Black restaurants up to the main table because they're at the kiddie table. I said, because if these companies are not going to promote them, what they're essentially saying is, I am not going to bring economics to that community. I'm not going to bring economics to the group of people. I'm going to leave it to where my community is. And for me, it's like, man, have y'all ever been somewhere and like you feel uncomfortable? It's like, I want to go there, I want to eat, but I'm uncomfortable because oh, well, because maybe I got on a jersey and a gold chain, they looking at me weird. Or maybe because now, I'm Moose, I wear the collared shirts and I got nice shirts, but now today I want to put on a hoodie. And because you got on a hoodie, they looking at you weird. I said, I want to find places where people can be accepted, where people can be loved, but where people can have joy. And that's why I did it. I said, I'm not even going to try to be on their platform no more. I'm done with that. I'm literally going to pick up a hammer, go cut down this tree, and go build my own table. And then they're going to be coming to my table asking me questions on how did you build this? Because we've had this table for 50 years, but we see that yours has more stabilization. And that's what my key was. I said, I'm not going to go to somebody else's platform. I'm about to just create my own, and I'm going to see what happens. And the goal was never only just for Black people. It was for all people to be united and connected through food. And I was going to do that by showing them the Black restaurants. Because if you look at the pillar of America, Black women were in the kitchen. Black women were creating books. I wish I had, my book is upstairs. Abba, I think it's Abba Fisher or Anna Fisher, the oldest cook, the oldest history the oldest Black book cooking, I don't know, recipes for Black African Americans. Pound cakes was made. The reason it was called pound cakes because you have that pound of butter.
I love pound cake.
Wow.
But the real pound cake, check this out, Nikki. The real pound cake has a pound of butter, pound of sugar, like a pound of flour, because they were making it for families. They weren't making it for us. They was making it for white people. So we Black people always led the movement in food. Like and once I started to understand that, like we took scraps and made it scrumptious. So for me, I was like, they getting off our food anyway. Southern cuisine, we created it. Soul food, we created it. I said, I'm gonna create something different. I'm gonna create my own. And watch this. Literally, that's literally what I was like, Moose. I was like, I'm gonna just create this and watch this.
That's dope.